Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's full ship tour time again. Today, Carnival Conquest. I was lucky enough to cruise on her recently, and what else can I say? It's a ship tour, not cabins, all the action. I've got some separate videos on some cabins I took, but this is just a tour of the things to do and the restaurants and the Lido and all that good stuff. So buckle up, because these are usually quite long. I walk through them one go, boom. Well, not one go, because I do the bottom, and you'll see. There's one little gap in the middle where I change. Other than that, you'll feel like you're on the ship if I do it right. Enjoy. All right, here we are on deck 3 of Carnival Conquest on the start of our tour. We are in the main theater looking back from the stage, and we're going to head back out right now. And we're going to show you this wonderful ship in its entirety. Well, not cabins. So we're coming out of deck 3 right now, forward of the ship in the main theater as we come out of here. So coming up here on the right hand side, you are going to see the shore excursions desk, the Carnival Adventures, where you can book all your shore excursions that you can also book on your hub app. Do not forget that. This is the lobby bar on the right hand side. That stage there is where the band will play. Again, lobby bar on the right, plenty of seating all around. They'll do a lot of trivia in here and stuff. On the left there, you'll see a machine where you can get change and check your hub app. And on the opposite side was the guest services. So all that is in this area here. We're going to make our way back to the first of the 2 restaurants on board. This is the Renoir Restaurant. It varies on which ship, which is your time and which is set dining. Randomly on this particular ship, this was the your time dining when I was on. They were set for the Dr. Seuss. So that's that all set up. See, we're on deck 3 and it goes up to deck 4. So 2 levels. And this morning we're all set for the Dr. Seuss. I don't think they're there all the time. We can now come back out of here. And then you've got a couple of little rooms on the left here. This is called the cassette room. This is like a private little room. I think you can have meetings and stuff in here. It's the room annex, they call it. Tables there. So it's like a little conference room that you can rent out, I believe. And set up right there. And then directly opposite, the Pissarro room. It's for the art gallery. And there's your restaurant menus. Menus for dinner and breakfast. Well, you can also see that on your hub if you did not know. So now we're going to come out of here. We're going to head up to deck 4. Go up these stairs. If you've been on ships like the Glory and the Liberty, they're very similar to this ship. We're right into Pixels. So the whole back of this area is the Pixels area. We're going to keep walking down here. And we're going to show you into the main theater. Again, we're walking back to the front of the ship right now. So there wasn't too much to see on deck 3. A lot of cabins and stuff and the galleys back behind the restaurant. So we're going to come into the main theater here. Hello, crew members. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. They're like, what the hell are you doing here? Like, I'm here to film. So as I said, I started down below on deck 3, but I didn't go into the theater. Just wanted to show it from up here. But you can see where we are. You can also get in here on deck 5 and come down. So this is deck 4. I'm going to come back out the other side. There's a restroom there for the men's. The women's was on the other side. And now we're back out on the Pixels area of deck 4. Again, we're pretty much forward in the ship. I'm going to take you to the back, and then we'll go up to deck 5, and we'll do all that good stuff. So again, it was early in the morning, so they're not set up, but you'll see all the pictures and everything out later on. Right there is your library. I've got games and stuff in there. Julie trying to hide out the way, but her shadow is clearly there. She's my director, making sure I don't miss anything. Because we do these walks without the camera, and then we redo it with, and she's behind me saying, on the right, don't forget to do this. So there's the back of Pixels. And there's the upper level of the restaurant. And there is Circle C. I don't know where you're going sometimes on these ships. Sometimes things are in the least expected place. So this is a look down in that restaurant from up above. And again, they're all set up for the Dr. Seuss breakfast. So don't expect the linens and everything to look like that all the time. It's only there once a week at breakfast. So we'll head back out. Again, there's Circle C now on the left. And we're going to go around here, and we are going to go up to deck 5. So not a huge amount on deck 3 and 4. Most of the action is on deck 5 on this ship. So this end is where all the shops are. There is your cherry on top. We're going to get back to that in a second. I'm going to walk around here. All the usual suspects in the shops that you see on most of these ships. There is a change machine and an ATM right there. You can also check your account. You can change bills on the one on the left. You can pay a $6.85 fee to take money out the one on the right. At least that's what it is right now. And now we're going to come back into the top level of the main theater. And you can access this from deck 3, deck 4, and deck 5. So whereas on deck 4 you came in and went up, here you're going to come in and go down. So there's the main theater from here. You can see all the way down. Nice large theater on 3 levels to enter. And we're going to head back out. I just wanted to show you that real quick. If I can work out the doors, which I do eventually, back out to the shops. And we're going to come back around the other side. There's the opposite entrance to the theater. More shops. Shopping desk right there. And we're going to make our way down here on the right hand side. Here we have the sports bar after the Carnival store. Skybox sports bar right there. On these ships it's always right behind the casino. I typically do things like sports trivia in here a lot and what have you. And here we are coming into the casino again. We're still on deck 4. Sorry, 5. Nice large casino. I'm going to walk down here and hope I don't get told off like I always do. But not today. We got away with it. You're not supposed to film in the casino. I hear it all the time. At the back there is the casino desk. Here is a casino bar coming up there on the right. More casino machines, more slot machines, more tables. So as you can see, it's a nice large casino. Just walking you up and down it. Tables on the left there. You can go back out there to the shops. On the left there was the poker table, right there. Another ATM. Shocker. And more casino machines and stuff coming down here. Continue our walk towards the back of the ship. Now coming up on the left hand side is an area where the band can play, or the musicians and stuff, right there. And there's the casino bar again on the right. And we're going to come through here. And on the left we have a couple of computer spots there. The shop on the right. Here is there's the shop. Some of the carnival gear in there. Adventure store. There's the coffee. And there is the Club O2. Continue walking back. Now we want to come down these stairs. And you're going to have a lounge called Alfred's Lounge. Now on some ships this is a Red Frog pub, but on this particular ship it is not. They do the karaoke down here, but I wish it was a Red Frog pub. I do like my Red Frog pubs. So this is really kind of underused, this room. They only use it for minimal things. It seems a waste of space to me. A great place for bands to play, a great place for energy. But unlike on the Splendor, which is a very similar ship but not quite the same, where this is a Red Frog pub, it's just a lounge they use for things like karaoke. And in the back right there was a Dream Studio. So if the karaoke is not busy, not much going on in here. But that is where it is. And we're going to lead you into the back restaurant. This is where they had the set dining on this particular ship, which is strange. Mostly the your time dining is at the back and the set dining is at the front, but not the way they did it, at least when we were on this ship. I don't know if it flips around and changes, but that's how it was. So we're going to take you a look from deck 4 and we'll show you down at deck 3. This on 2 levels. There you go. That's the aft restaurant. So we'll make our way back out. Continue on our merry way. Gonna head back into Alfred's Bar right there, or are we? No, yes we are. I never remember where I go when I do these videos. I record them and talk over them when I get home. So again, we're back on deck 4, but we're going to come out here and head back up to deck 5. So we just took a slight detour because you need to know where those stairs are to get down to here. And this is very early in the morning, so the crew were just fixing stuff up from last night, putting in new glasses and what have you. So try and avoid them not getting their way. Now if you continue on down here, they're the stairs we came down, but if you just continue on down here on the left, there are some restrooms, and if you were to keep going, you would be in the back of the restaurant, the forward restaurant, and also the art gallery is on the left, right there. But if you kept going, you'd be in the back of the restaurant, the forward restaurant, the one we went in behind the main lobby. Again, there's restrooms there. So we're going to come back out and go back up the stairs, back up to deck 5 and continue walking along there. All right, so now we're going to head back up the stairs to deck 5, make our way to the back of the ship, and then we're going to head up to the upper decks and show you all the good stuff on Lido and above. So right now we're again heading to the back. We're on deck 5. This area to the right was a weird area. There was never anything there. I think it used to be like a Sushi at Sea or something, but the whole time we were there was nothing there. Here is the warehouse arcade with all these bright lights, and they're very noisy. I'm just warning you. You're lucky I turned the sound down, that's all I'm going to say. The generators got to run for their money with these lights, I'm quite sure. Always running. There's very few people in here at 6 o'clock in the morning. But they're all on, all making noises saying, "Play me, play me." Not me. I'd rather tip the crew. All right, we're going to come back out of here and continue our way down deck 5 to the back of the ship. As we come down here in the immediate right there, this is the nightclub. This particular morning they were setting up for an art exhibition or art sale, and I got shouted out to get out. So here he comes telling me to get out. Art people are always so nasty, in my experience. Always miserable, never happy, unless you're buying stuff from them. There's the Alchemy Bar. The only crew members I don't care for, the art people. After the Alchemy Bar, you have the piano bar. Right there. Decent sized piano bar. I could be a good piano bar player if only I could play piano or sing. I think I could have a shot at the entertaining part of it, but I can't play and I can't sing, so I'm done. All right, we're going to continue back here and we're going to go into the comedy club, one of my favorite places on the ship. Not this week, the comedians were awful, but overall they're very good. A little bit different in here because the comedy stage is off to the center on the right. Most of the time it'd be at the back, so there's a little bit of wasted space at the back, but that's the way they designed it. And then one more thing to show you before we make our way upstairs. That is going to be this little room. Now, I don't even know what they do in here. When we were on the Glory, which is the same design, they had karaoke in here on occasion. But the whole the whole 4 days we were on board, I never saw anything happen in here. So I'm not sure what goes on. I'm sure something does. All right, so that's going to pretty much finish us up on the lower decks, deck 3 through 5. One more look down there. We're going to head up to the Lido and show you all the good stuff up there. This is looking down from the Lido at the Atrium lobby area. And we're going to make our way back towards the Lido pool area, which is kind of mid-ship on deck 9. Behind us, they're all cabins and stuff, so I'm not going to film all that. And we're going to walk out onto the main Lido deck right here. As you can see, very early in the morning, because I like to keep my videos clean with as few people in them as possible. Hot tub to the right. Sorry, hot tub to the left, hot tub to the right. There's the blue Iguana bar, panning around, and there's the red frog. And keep walking back here. And as with pretty much every ship in the fleet, coming up on the left will be Guy's Burgers, after we take one more look at the main pool. Guy's Burgers right there, Toppings Bar right there. I'm still sulking because they don't do mushrooms anymore. If I keep saying it, I keep convincing myself maybe they'll bring them back, but they haven't for a long time. Behind the pool now, we're making our way to the other side, and if you've cruised before, you know what's coming up. It's the Blue Iguana Cantina, where you can get your burritos and tacos for breakfast and lunch. They used to do the taco shells, or the burrito shells, or taco shells for lunch. They don't do them anymore, I don't believe, because I haven't seen them in a long time. As we make our way into the marketplace, there's your swirls station. We're going to come in here right now. Some early birds. Why are you up so early? There's a drink station. And on this particular one, we have a couple of omelette stations there, which also combines to be the Mongolian wok later on. Long lines for Mongolian wok. There's the buffet station, and there's the other omelette station in the morning. That would be the other side of the Mongolian wok later. If you want to get that, go early. Lines are long, but in my opinion, it's worth it. I think Mongolian wok is great. My favorite non-restaurant meal on this ship for sure. So we're going to make our way back down the Lido Marketplace area. Coming up on the right, you're going to see the deli. Right there. Very popular place. And then we're going to come into the back area of the food. pretty much a mirror image of the front, but for no extra Mongolian wok. There's only one. Remember, it's where the omelette stations were. Get there early. It's the seating area at the back. I want to come back here because I want to show you something pretty unique on these ships. There is actually another coffee bar right there. You get your premium coffees and stuff. A lot of people maybe know about it, but much less of a line there than there would be in the main Java Blue coffee. And we're going to come back here to the back end of the buffet. There is typically where the desserts were going to be. The stairs behind it will lead you up to the barbecue on this ship, which I'm not going to lie, I wasn't over impressed with, but what can you do? The Menu Mate was over there on the left. Menu Mate is a stall they have on every ship, normally at the back of Lido, where you can go if you have dietary needs, like a gluten-free diet or anything like that. Any special needs for your diet, you go see them and they'll help you sort out menus for the week. Here is the Sushi at Sea. I know it's very bright and white, but trust me, that is Sushi at Sea. The lights didn't play. It's not free though, got to pay for it. All right, now we're going to go back to the back of the ship, and then we're going to take you up to the upper decks. As you see, plenty of seating. It's getting brighter. Will we get a sunrise? This is the question. All right, we're going to come through here. Again, we are now at the back of deck 9. On the left is the pizza. Again, don't forget that closes early. It doesn't stay up till 24/7 anymore. It closes early in the morning. There is the Tides Bar right there. Here is the Tides Pool. And walk you around the back here. You have a couple of hot tubs. One there. And one there. More seating. And we're going to make our way down here. More seating on the side. And then one more thing to show you. One more little drink station right there. And then we're going to head up to deck 10. So here we are up on deck 10. Can be very noisy and windy up here, be warned. All right, we're going to come up here and into here. We're going to show you the barbecue area. These are all the seats for the barbecue. No Italian restaurant here. And I believe I may have made a faux pas in this video because as I talk over this, I think at the back of deck 9 on the opposite side from where the pizza was, there is a seafood shack that I forgot to video. But this is where they do the barbecue. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is, and I missed it, and I apologize for that. And if there isn't one, I apologize doubly, but I'm pretty sure there was a seafood shack there that I forgot to video. Bad video, man. Looking back down on the Lido Marketplace right there. And we're going to come out the other side at the back here. I'm blaming the director. She's still behind me in this video, I think. If you know that there is a seafood shack there, put it in the comments, please. All right, we're going to walk down here. On the right side, there is your barbecue area we were just in. So we're now walking back towards the front of the ship, so we're on the port side. Typically the port side is the non-smoking side, the starboard side is the smoking side. So I try and walk down here because it's a bit clearer air rather than the other side. Starting to get some nice daylight now. All right, we're going to come down here. And now we're almost at the back of the main Lido pool area. And inside there, well, we're going to show you what's inside there in a second. Have you worked it out yet? All right, so we're going to come down here and pop in these doors. Because inside here is the steakhouse. And it covers both sides. There we go. Steakhouse bar. Tables on both sides. Do all the cooking. So there we go. And again, there's stairs up from the Lido area to get up here. But that is the steakhouse. So we'll come back out and continue our little walk. We're going to go up here. We're going to just double back briefly and go up to this bit, and then we'll walk to the front of the ship. So we're still on the midship, slightly back, slightly aft. But I want to show you the jogging track, walk you around here, and then we'll do the same at the front of the ship on these two decks, and then we'll pretty much be done. Somebody running the wrong way on the jogging track. Boo! There's the basketball court right above the steakhouse. So be warned, if you're in the steakhouse early and there's people still playing basketball, you're going to hear them bouncing those balls. So once again, we're going around the jogging track at the back of the ship. Nice open area on the left. Kind of a waste of space, but somebody just went flying by me. Not saying I'm walking slow, but just going to go back here real quick and show you a quick view down to the back of the ship from up here. So there you go, looking down at the aft pool and the hot tubs and all that good stuff. And then we'll continue. Typically these jogging tracks, to give you a perspective, most of the time I see you go around them 7 times is a mile. I don't know why it's always that. They must all be about the same size, I guess. Most ships are roughly the same, but some are bigger than others. But it always seems to be 7 laps is a mile. It's going to be a beautiful day, you can tell. Calm seas, nice sunrise coming in. I think we're heading into Cozumel this day. So we're almost done with the jogging track, and there's somebody else running the wrong way on the jogging track, lady. On the left again, there's the basketball court, and if you notice, we'll show you in a second, they actually have a pickleball court on this ship full time. On other ships, they tend to set it up pickleball tournaments temporarily, but on this one, it's there all the time. Now, there's a certain way you have to get into it. You can't get into it from that side, or you couldn't when we were on board, so you're going to see we have to go around here and then come in from the opposite side. But I like to be a law-abiding citizen and go in the jogging track the correct way, not the wrong way. Pay attention, everybody. So we come up these steps here to get into the basketball court, and right ahead of you there's a pickleball. Right there, permanently. So bring your pickleball bats, whatever they call them. And then basketball on the opposite side. And then you can come up here. And they have the mini golf. And a nice view of the funnel. There you go. So there's the mini golf and the funnel. But again, you have to go around the little court there and go up here to get to it. For some reason, the door on the other side was never open. And again, that might just have been this week. I don't know. But this was the only way to get up there. So we're almost done, everybody. Hang in there. Just the very front of the ship on deck 11 and 12 to go, but I'll quickly pop you up here just to show you this little secret area. Not a lot of people know about, but there are chairs up here. You can come and hang out in here. Now, as I am told by my friends Mary and Ed, this used to be a topless sunbathing area back in the day. So just imagine that when you're up here. All right, so we're coming back down here, and now we're going to head to the front of the ship, and then we will wrap everything up. Oh my goodness, am I going to do it? No. I'm going to keep going the right way and down these stairs. Never go the wrong way on the jogging track. Not many early risers running though. There was a couple of people, but not many. All right. So here we are again. We are back on deck 10 now, I believe. Losing track of where I am. We're heading to the front of the ship. Looking down at the Lido pool. And all the seats at the back and the hot tubs and all that good stuff. Right there. Looking over at the Red Frog. So now when you come down here, one of the things that's always tougher to find when you first get on a ship would be the spa and the gym. So could have technically been on deck 12 there. I don't know, coming down these stairs makes that much of a difference. But here is another pool at the top you may not be aware of. Is that a pool or an oversized hot tub, actually? Not really sure. I know I didn't go in it. But that is there. Now we're going to come down here. Go up these stairs. I trust you're remembering all this. It's like a Disney ride waiting to get in it. All these turns. Now we up above us we have the Serenity Deck. But we're not going to go there just yet. We're going to go in these doors. Hang a right. And there's your spa and gym. That's your test for the day. Spa Carnival. And there's your main spa desk. We're going to hang out to the right. Now, the gym in here is one of those where, well, there's the salon, sorry, by the way, there's the salon. So we're going to come back to the gym. And it's one of those where there's an entrance for the ladies and an entrance for the gentlemen. I'm going to go through the men's side. I know Julie went through the ladies' side. They have some saunas in here. And she had a nice surprise when she saw a bunch of naked ladies in the sauna. But what can you do? That's what they're there to do in the sauna, right? The sauna's there on the left. A couple of saunas right there. Then we're going to head into the actual gym. Again, there's a men's side and a ladies' side with showers and everything right behind you. Unlike most of the newer ships, it's just one way in and one way out. So be aware of that. And then we're into the gym. So people are already working out, like 6:30 in the morning. Good for them. It's a decent sized gym for the size of ship. Another person working out already. Woohoo! We've got some free weights and all that good stuff in here. And they'll do classes and that mat and what have you. So yeah, this is the gym area. So we'll head back out. Again, there's a men's side on the right, ladies' side on the left, opposite sides when you come in. And whole locker room, showers and everything. So to be very careful with my video camera. There's all the towels. And we're going to head back out and we're going to take you up one last little bit to look at, and then we're going to call it a day, as it were, or a morning, depending on how you look at it, because it was the morning. So we're almost there, everybody. Hang in there, and I'll give you my question I always like to give people as I'm walking out of here to see if you actually watch this video all the way through the end. What is your favorite country that you haven't been to that you want to go to? If you could go anywhere in the world, a country, not a place, a country, what country would that be? For me, it's, I don't know. I really want to go to Russia, and they started the damn war, so but they've stopped going there. But I do really want to go to Russia. I want to experience that culture a little bit and see what it's like in there. But not the way they are acting right now. We'll leave that there. Anyway, moving on. We're heading back up to the upper levels. We're going to come into Serenity. So this is the Serenity Deck, and there's all sorts of people out watching the sunrise, which, as you can see by now, is coming out nicely. But first, we're going to pop in here to show you something. Because right in here, we have Camp Ocean. Now, is this a bit weird that Camp Ocean is right by the Serenity Deck? I don't know. I'm not saying a word. Was this poorly planned? I don't know. But Camp Ocean is in the middle of Serenity. That's all I know. Some restrooms. And we're on the final home stretch now. We're just going to come out here. It's got a couple more things to show you. If I could work out the door, there we go. It's not always easy when you've only got one hand. See the sunrise kicking in quite nicely. And there is the Serenity Bar on the left there. More chairs, more clamshells. There's the Camp Ocean. Don't even. And you'd think you can walk all the way around on the Serenity Deck, but no. And why is that, you ask? Because the Camp Ocean playground is on the other side. Right through there. So if you're in that end clamshell, don't expect it to be quiet. So, yeah. I don't know whose idea that was. Let's put the Camp Ocean playground right outside and by the Serenity. So you got a little bit more Serenity on the final deck up above, which I believe is going to be deck 14, because unlike on a recent video I did when I described deck 13, and I think I did it on another one, my head is so dumb. There is no deck 13 on a cruise ship, and I do know this, and I don't know why I said it. So there is no deck 13. But this is the very top of the Serenity area. A little bit right there. One more hot tub at the very front. Not widely used. That's a good one to know about. Another one right there. So, two little hidden gems on this ship. Lots of hot tubs. So we're just going to walk back down here. We come through here. We're going to quickly pan back around and show you the Camp Ocean playground right there. That's the Camp Ocean playground. Nice big open area here. There's some more restrooms. I'm assuming they'll put some deck chairs up here on a nice sunny day. Don't see any out right now, but it seems like a nice area to sunbathe and a nice wasted area to do nothing. In a second, I'm going to show you the entrance to the Waterworks, but really briefly, I'm just going to bring you down here and show you one thing, because we noticed they did a lot of their fitness classes and stuff on this little deck here, down there. They had just finished one, and there's the back of the Camp Ocean. So on that area right in front of there, they did a lot of fitness classes, just in case you needed to know. And the reason I did that is we found a couple of ladies that couldn't find it. So don't be them in the future. You know where they are now. So we're just going to come back up here. So here's the entrance to the Waterworks. There's just one slide. You can go all the way down there. You can, not me. And we're going to finish you by showing you a dynamic sunrise. Dramatic pause to end the video. Don't forget, what country would you most like to visit? Put it in the comments to tell me you watched the whole video. I'll see if I get 3 people. And now I will hand you back to me. All right, there you go. Carnival Conquest in its glory. It's not the glory, it's the conquest. Similar ships. Anyway, bad pun. I'm going to be honest. Wasn't my favorite ship. There's no such thing as a bad ship. The more I cruise, the more I like to keep myself busy with different things to do, restaurants and stuff like that. And just for me, a 4-day cruise was perfect on this ship. I think if I did 7 days or longer, I might have run out of things to keep me interested. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's just my opinion. A lot of people love this ship. I just couldn't see myself doing like a journeys cruise on that ship, because I would just run out of things to keep my ADD occupied. But not a criticism, just a statement on my behalf. I enjoy the newer ships, the Horizon, Vista, Panorama Class, Breeze, Magic Dream, those two. They're my favorites. Hopefully the Venezia is going to be my favorite. Who knows? In the opposite scale, I kind of find the celebration of Mardi Gras a little bit too big. So I'm like Goldilocks, and everybody else is the 3 bears. Just right. However that story goes, you know what I'm saying. Subscribe, please. Send me any questions if you have them. My email's coming up at the end of this video. If I don't know the answer, I have contacts. And I will do my best to find the answer for you. If you have any cruising tips, please send them to me for my weekly tips video. Any cruising traditions, send those to me as well. And with that, please don't think I'm complaining about the ship. Every cruise is great. So you'll enjoy it. I'd like a bit more to do. And with that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, Mick, at elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.